Welcome to the Fearful Fright series, where we will be reading with our favorite green ghoul, Grimmer. Now sit back and enjoy this twisted tale. Today our story is called The Thing That Stood Still. The forest wasn't supposed to exist anymore. That's what Evan Mercer kept telling himself as he stood ankle-deep in wet leaves, flashlight trembling in his hand. According to every map he'd checked, this stretch of land had been cleared decades ago. Logged, flattened, turned into a service road. Yet here it was, dense, ancient, swallowing sound. Behind him sat the truck, half buried in moss and rot, its headlights long dead. Evan didn't remember parking it here. In fact, he didn't remember leaving the road at all. What he did remember was the noise. A low vibration, like something breathing through the soil itself. That's when the light hit it. At first, Evan thought it was a tree. Then the tree moved. It stood taller than the surrounding pines, its body a tangled mass of roots, bark, and hanging vines, shaped disturbingly like a man. Long arms dangled almost to the ground. Its surface looked wet, alive, as if sap flowed like blood beneath its skin. And its face. There wasn't much of one. Just a hollow shape where a head should be, and a single, pale light, burning where an eye might be. Watching him, Evan couldn't breathe. The thing didn't roar, didn't charge. It just stood there, waiting. Earlier that day, Evan had been part of a 4-person search team. Lena Holloway, the leader, calm, military background. Marcus Reed, loud, joked too much when nervous. Tomas Alvarez, quiet, always scanning the treeline. They were searching for missing hikers. 3 people who'd vanished within the same week, all near this area. Phones found. Campsites untouched. No bodies. Lena had said something that stuck with Evan. People don't just disappear like this unless they're taken, or invited. At the time, Evan laughed. Now, alone in the dark, he understood she hadn't been joking. The thing took a step forward. The ground shuddered. Evan backed up, boots slipping, flashlight beam bouncing wildly. The light passed over the creature's chest, and that's when he saw the shapes inside it. Faces. Not carved, not imagined. Pressed beneath the bark, like insects trapped in amber. Mouths open, eyes wide. Screaming silently. Marcus, Evan whispered without meaning to. The glowing eye flared brighter. The creature tilted its head. And suddenly, Evan heard them. Not with his ears, but inside his skull. Whispers. Pleading. Familiar voices. Help us. It hurts to stand still. Don't let it plant you. Evan turned and ran. He didn't get far before he slammed into someone. Lena grabbed his shoulders. Don't move, she hissed. Behind her, Tomas crouched, rifle raised, face pale. It followed us, he said. But only when we moved. Evan looked past them. The thing stood at the edge of the clearing again. Still. Patient. It doesn't chase, Lena whispered. It waits. You panic. You run. It grows closer every time you stop. Tomas swallowed. Marcus didn't stop. None of them said his name again. They tried to circle around it, moving slowly, carefully. Every step measured. Every breath shallow. The forest grew quieter the farther they went. No insects. No wind. Then Lena froze. Do you hear that? Evan listened. Footsteps. Behind them. Slow. Heavy. Familiar. A voice called out from the darkness. Guys. Real funny. You almost got me. Marcus's voice. Tomas shook his head violently. That's not him. The footsteps stopped. Something shifted behind the trees. The creature's eye lit up again, closer now. Too close. Tomas panicked. He fired. The shot cracked through the forest like thunder. The thing screamed. Not loud, but deep, a sound that vibrated bones. Roots tore from the earth as it lunged. Evan fell. Lena was dragged backward, her boots carving lines in the soil. She screamed Evan's name once before her body hit the creature's chest and disappeared into it, swallowed by bark and vines. Her scream cut off. The thing grew taller. Tomas ran. Evan didn't see him die, but he heard the forest go quiet again. Evan was alone. The creature loomed over him now, its eye blazing, faces shifting beneath its surface. Lena's face joined them, eyes wide, mouth moving. "Stand still," her voice echoed in his mind. "That's how it keeps you." Evan understood then. It wasn't hunting. It was rooting. Planting people. Letting them grow into it. Becoming forest. Becoming memory. Evan raised the flashlight and smashed it against a rock. Darkness swallowed everything. The light vanished. The forest held its breath. Minutes passed. Nothing moved. Slowly, Evan opened his eyes. The clearing was empty. No monster. No truck. Just trees. Normal trees. Evan stumbled out of the forest at dawn, barefoot, shaking, alive. They never found the others. The official report said exposure. Years later, a new search team entered the same area. They found something strange deep in the woods. A tall tree that hadn't been there before. Its bark twisted unnaturally. And beneath the surface, a face. Eyes open. Watching. Still standing perfectly still.